Because whenever I go home to Mississippi, I hear something ignorant every time. I'm going to share with y'all the 3 most ignorant things I've ever heard in Mississippi. Brace yourselves. 1, I was home at a barbershop. This dude tells me that God sent Hurricane Katrina in 2006 to kill all the gay people in New Orleans. That's what he said. And of course, I was like, no, that's not true. Don't say that shit. Don't say that. It's like, how do you know? I was like, well, I know because I've lived in West Hollywood for about 3 years now. Rain maybe twice. Weather is great in West Hollywood. God loves gay people, okay?
Another funny joke. Who would have thought? Y'all like that? That was a good one. Love that joke. It's from Girls on Tour to Jokes, my comedy special. If you still have not watched, please go check it out. It's pretty close to 30,000 views. Or you could listen to the album. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. You could buy it on Bandcamp. That would be nice. Help your boy out. But yeah, I tell everybody that's the first good stand-up bit I ever wrote. I was horrible when I first started stand-up because I had all these like wild things I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know how to make them funny yet. So I was just this like 21-year-old kid talking about these things that were just stupid or going over people's heads. And so I remember that was the first bit I ever wrote that was actually good. It was my first good joke, and it's the only joke from my first 2 years of stand-up that are on the special. So that's why I love it so much, and it's just funny to me because a nigga really did tell me that shit. So yeah. But hey, this is Niles Abston's Big Ass House Party. I'm your host, Niles Abston. And this episode is a little different because we got a sponsor. We have our first ever weekly sponsor on the Niles Abston's Big Ass House Party. None other than our friends at Ease. Ease is one of the best delivery services ever when it comes to weed out here in LA. Please use it. They got Green Wednesday coming up right before Thanksgiving, which is they're gonna have a site-wide promotion. There's gonna be a lot of deals, a lot of cool things where you can save money on your orders. So use that. And then also they gave me my own personal code for this podcast. So go to Ease, use the app or use it online, and use Niles Podcast for 35% off for new users. The whole 35% off your order just because you fuck with me. And I think that's good because sometimes people get beat up for fucking with certain people. And if you fuck with me, you get weed for a 35% off discount. But yeah, use the code Niles Podcast. You can only use that if you listen to this podcast because I'm not tweeting that out and I'm not posting that code. So that is purely for you who listen to this podcast and watch this on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm really thankful for Ease for rocking with us, rocking with the show. They're sponsoring my live show on December 11th. Get your tickets. It's about halfway sold out right now. The 8 o'clock is halfway sold out and the 10 o'clock is halfway sold out. So we're almost there. The ticket sales are being donated to True Colors United. They are dedicated to ending homelessness amongst youth, specifically LGBT youth, which is something I really care about a lot. So yeah, if you buy a ticket, that's where your money's going. And if you'd like, you can make a donation in our podcast show's name. That'd be really dope. But yeah, if you live in LA, come out to the show. Ease is sponsoring the show. I'm gonna have goodies for everybody. I got some really dope, talented people opening up for me, and then I'm gonna tape my set so I can get it on tape, and it's gonna be a good time. So weed holiday party, like why wouldn't you come? Tickets are $8. The ticket sales are going to a good cause. Everybody's gonna have a fun time. So I'll see you there. This episode is very funny. It was a good time. Unfortunately, there's no video on this episode. We lost the video. But basically, this episode was when we were in Portland. When I was headlining in Portland at the Hawthorne Theater, we just took a little time to hang out at the Airbnb. Me and my friends that opened for me, Deuce Flame, Kalia McNeil, Chaz Carter, Arthur Hamilton. We just kind of hung out at the Airbnb for a little while and just talked. And we did a really fun podcast episode for you guys. So yeah, so if you want to kind of see what it was like being on tour. My bad. Listen to what it was like being on tour. Check out this episode. Check out this interview. We had a really good time, and hopefully we make you laugh. So Deuce Flame, bring us in with Black Tea.
Trapped out, tryna get them bands in my black tee. Laws come, I don't know a thing, but don't ask me. Pressure came, and these niggas ran like a track meet. Goofy niggas always pop up like acne. Actually, I can only go where the cash be.
Niles Abston's Big Ass House Party, the #1 party podcast in the world. I'm here with the homies. We just killed a Portland show last night. That was at capacity at the Hawthorne Theater. Shout out to them. So, we just here recapping it, hanging out. We are very, 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 very high. We smoked a lot of weed. And
got so many pre-rolls.
I know, we have so much. That's like the mission for the rest of the trip is like we have to smoke the rest of the weed.
Yeah, we have to, or we're wasting money, and that's bad for economics.
Before we leave the city, we have to smoke the rest of this weed, or we're a disappointment.
That's real. I will not disappoint me.
It's like 8 joints.
You disappoint you.
That's the worst person to disappoint is yourself.
Exactly.
That's the point of us recording this in case any of us don't make it, so that there's evidence.
It's our own Squid Game.
That we tried. Mom, I love you. I think I'm gonna go first. I'm not even gonna hold you. I might be the first to go down.
He will.
So
He gonna cry too.
Dog.
Hope it's a one-shot kill.
And then
Dragon Ball, why y'all let him do this to me?
And then just like as a supporter, I'd be mad as hell if I came to a show and brought a nigga weed and find out he ain't even smoked that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't let the people down. We can't let you down.
But don't give us no bullshit, because I am the one. You bring me weed, I'm looking at that shit. And if it's trash, I'm going to let you know. Don't ever disrespect me like that.
What do y'all think about the Portland weed so far?
Top tier.
pretty good.
I would leave my family for this.
Real lot.
Luckily, I don't have
I would resort to a life of crime.
It's cool.
Like, ever since
It's
he
cheaper.
smoked Portland weed, he has not taken his scarf off.
Yeah, this nigga got
This
some.
is
Jazz
my-
isn't leaving.
This is my drug lord scarf.
Like, instead of a hairless cat, he just rubs his scarf.
I'm really stepping into my Colombian heritage by turning into the drug lord. I always knew no, that's terrible. I didn't. Not that's. No, I'm kidding.
That's
Weed is nice.
Sanchez Escobar.
Weed is
Sanchez
nice.
Escobar. I just started talking like this out of nowhere. Where did you get an accent? You don't talk like
the
that.
Portland weed.
Yeah,
It's
it's real.
Like, nigga, you are from Florida.
You are from Florida. You have no accent.
I thought you wouldn't be able to tell people you from Florida if you moved here.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
I'm not gonna perpetuate a stereotype. Drug dealer. It's terrible.
Nah, I feel like Florida people wouldn't be welcome here.
Nah, we don't like your kind here in Portland.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
You just been
Definitely.
just welcomed into the Portland community, huh?
Yeah.
Right? You a Portlander.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, they love me.
You got recognized this morning.
Yeah.
I did. And I don't know if it was because I had the same sweatshirt on or that could have been it. Like, that has to be the same black girl from last night. Look at the shirt, honey. Pull up your Instagram. Is that the same shirt? Yeah, roll down the window. Great show! See what she says. I told you it was her.
I bet they was excited as hell when they saw you.
It was cool. Stumptown Brew House. Very good coffee. Thank you. That's where I was at this morning when I was recognized and we were praised for our show.
It was
Shit was fire.
It was a really I knew it was gonna be a good show, but
It was a great show.
we were chilling. It was like 9:00, and I looked inside and it was empty except for one white dude, and I was like,
To the point where I thought he was part of the crew because
Yeah.
my dumb ass was like, "Oh, so what do you do here?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm here for the show." And I was like,
Yeah. I thought he worked there.
Yeah.
So I was like, nobody's here. So I looked at Deuce. I was like, damn, nigga, shouldn't like people be here by now? And 20 minutes later, it was just like. Like that was to have a line. Well, that was crazy. I mean,
It
the
was
line was
outside.
out into the street,
That was amazing.
out the door, bro. That was crazy.
It was
to
like a
see.
Jordan drop
Yeah.
in
It
Portland.
A Jordan drop.
The Nike.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
The show. It was just it was a good energy all around. The people were fun. It was
People were nice.
just a great show.
That was time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, the weed is good because I'm high.
I'm high. If you're wondering what that face was, I was trying to hold in a yawn. I was yawning with my mouth closed. So whenever y'all edit this, that's gonna look crazy because I definitely was just like.
What's y'all's favorite? A day and a half into Portland. What's y'all's like favorite part of the city? Like what's like that we've experienced so far? Like what do y'all like?
Favorite part of the city?
Yeah, like what do y'all like that we've done?
I like walking through the neighborhoods because I like the aesthetic of the neighborhoods. It feels like the type of neighborhood where you would discover an alien by the lovely name of E.T. and you would ride on.
We saw him on the van on the next spot.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank
He's
you.
on the front of a
Thank
Volkswagen.
you.
We seen that shit.
Thank you.
yesterday.
This does not look like one of those towns where you and your homeboys just riding around on bikes. And
He live in
Like,
a basement.
this is where Stranger Things happen.
Yeah.
Like, in this house.
Nah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
It's very fall. and
Speaking of
autumn out here.
ET, there was this really funny tweet where this nigga tweeted this shit. He said, if me and my friends would have found ET when we was 12, we would have killed that nigga with a hammer.
Oh.
Hey.
No, but to be honest, because
why?
it's not a person. It's like I probably would have. If I saw ET,
It's
I would have
not
thought
a
it was a
person.
weird animal situation. Because it's not a person.
And it's
So-
gross.
I would have
looking.
definitely fucked with ET. It wouldn't have been like, come in my house, let me hide you under my fucking bed. No, I would have like
Nah,
prodded
shit.
at ET.
Yo, wow.
The man said
All
we
of that.
We would have
If
killed
If I think
ET
about
with
all
some
the
hammers.
bugs that I found as a kid, I never like
Terrible as fuck.
loved on them.
I'm the type of person I take a bug and put it outside. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for
You
sure.
put it on your hand.
Like nah, like it gotta be like on a napkin, like a
Oh,
spider or
on a
something.
napkin.
I grab it and shit, and I put that shit outside.
That shit is so
Yeah,
funny.
nah.
I got all the way out of bed the other day
Good
because
job.
I thought I saw a spider on the wall. And I'm like, that can't be this nigga, he don't pay rent. You got to go.
Right.
My thing is, I'm not trying to like swing at that shit and I miss, and then they're like, oh, you was trying to kill me. I'm gonna bite the
Like,
shit
oh,
out of
shit,
you.
all right,
It's a
bet.
psychological thing. Bro. Like I help you, nigga. Just get out.
Right.
Don't come back in here.
Right, please don't come back.
Don't come back
I
in
used
here.
to kill spiders and leave them outside the
50?
front door as like a
Per one?
warning to other spiders. Like, if you see this nigga, you know
Yeah.
you can't come in this
Going on.
house. She crazy in there.
Say, this nigga Chad's high, nigga.
I'm sorry, you can't have side conversations during that shit loud as fuck. Nigga, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I'm team kill ET as a child.
Hell yeah.
Why?
And
That shit is scary, bro.
God, you guys have
I wouldn't
you're
have killed
terrible. Why
I
would
ain't
you
killing
do
shit
that?
I'm scared of.
Like,
Yeah, I
like-
would kill it. I would kill it.
Sound like
I would definitely fuck with it, and it probably would die because I don't think I would go with the intention. Like, for instance, I used to, whenever I would see a roly-poly, I would like collect them, but I would put them in this bucket that would stay in the garage that I would put plastic over.
Oh, yeah, them
That's
niggas.
killing
Yeah,
them,
they
but I
got-
didn't mean to.
I'm just gonna come back and play with it later.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
them shits is
you
dry.
be the kid to put ET in a box. And
Yeah.
then come back and he just
Yo,
yo.
this nigga done bumped his head.
Yo,
He
Et,
have a knot on his shit.
et.
y'all some straight up psychopaths. Jesus.
Man.
I didn't know I was friends with a bunch of little Michael Myers. Jesus. Killing it. Poor E.T. God, y'all just
Hell
murdering.
yeah.
Y'all niggas would be spooked.
You
Y'all
see-
ain't-
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
I would go murder it. My first instinct would be to bludgeon him with a hammer.
Oh,
I need to
Sure.
rewatch the scene when they found him. I gotta rewatch it because then that will determine on
what you would do.
Yeah, I guess how you introduce the ET.
It also depends on how he runs up on you. Because if he comes running out of the that would scare me.
Ha! What the fuck is that?
Get the fuck back, nigga.
I would assume he was just minding his business somewhere, and then you just go over there and start fucking with him. Like if I see ET in the distance, I'm not
I
going
would think
over.
he was a midget originally.
You just go fuck with midgets, like.
Well, no, if it's in the distance, he's fine. I would think it was a human, like silhouette. Oh, look at this little guy cross on the street. And then he comes up on you like, what the fuck is this guy? You have to die.
Cool.
We love you, E.T. Phone home.
Oh man.
Fuck you.
Uh,
Anyway,
Okay.
what else y'all like about Portland?
Of course the weed. We said the weed. Is
The food has
cool.
been good so far.
Food was good.
Food has been good so far.
Food's
I
been
had
straight.
great food last night. I had good food today.
The scenery for me.
The
scenery is really nice.
That's really where it's at right there.
The scenery looks like one long Taylor Swift album. It just looks like
That's real.
somewhere where I should cry about a lost love while drinking
Yeah.
pumpkin spice latte wearing a cardigan.
Yeah, it's city different.
Or that scarf around your neck.
Yeah, or this
You're
one.
already in character.
You already there, my guy.
Yeah, you in the
Hey, this
middle.
ain't gonna cuss me out because I turned the heater off because it was recording.
I did not
dare
cuss
you.
you out. I was like, how dare you?
How fucking dare you?
You should see how he came walking down the stairs this morning. As I'm turning the heater on, Chaz is turning the corner like, thank God.
It was cold this morning.
So dramatic. It was
Niggas
so
can't be cold for just a little bit.
It was so cold. Yo, it was freezing.
It's gonna
this
be
morning.
cold tonight, nigga.
It's definitely gonna be cold tonight.
Going out
Yeah.
tonight.
That's the thing is like having to like bundle up to go smoke. It's
Yeah.
kind of annoying.
That
Bullshit, man.
That shit whack as fuck.
That's why I was just like, let's just smoke as many joints as possible now, so I'll be too high to smoke later, so I don't have to do this anymore.
No.
Fuck that.
We got a lot of weed.
Imagine living somewhere where it was like snowing all the time. You want to go outside to smoke.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't smoke.
No, that's when you know, like, that's when it, you know it's an addiction at that point. Like, you still going out?
If I can't smoke in the house, then shit. Then
Hey,
I guess.
do y'all think they have house parties out here?
In Portland?
Of course.
Yeah. They got houses.
All drugs are legal in this thing.
Yeah, they be in this thing
You
going
gotta
crazy.
think about it. You have everything. So
So manifest finding one tonight.
that'd be
Man.
dope.
That would be dope.
You know they don't have outdoor parties out here.
They can't.
Yeah,
That would
for
get
sure.
old so quick.
We do that shit all the time.
No, that's all I was saying last night. Talking about the Portland weather last night. It's just like, it's so gloomy and rainy here like all the time. Like, you have to make all drugs legal. Like, what do? You can't do anything. Like, this would just be depressing to just be sober. And yeah, I'm gonna do it today. I can't do it like this because what they got. I think you can do cocaine is legal.
Shit.
It's like decriminalized or whatever they say.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's like
You ain't going to jail for
basically,
Yeah.
If you're white and you have it, you get to keep it. Basically,
it.
and if you black and you get caught with it, you get it taken away and get a
Yeah.
ticket,
For
but you
sure.
don't go to prison.
Right.
And then meth, heroin, all that shit is, as it should be everywhere. Because all drugs should be legal. But
Meth too?
yeah,
Shit.
Wait, what?
Well, I guess
did you see outside? Meth is definitely legal here.
I mean,
Bruh, that nigga that got pepper sprayed last night.
I was just gonna say.
Okay, I missed that whole commotion.
Yeah.
I
They
seen
handled
the
that
commotion, but I
swiftly.
held
What
that shit. I
happened?
was like, oh no, I'm going.
Yeah, I was
outside.
like, what is that? What's in the air? It's something that be
And
going
I was
on.
tasting it. I was like, and then somebody was like, "Oh, that dude got pepper sprayed," and he was covering his eyes and screaming.
Oh,
but yeah,
fuck.
Yeah,
it was like
I
for
got
people.
all that shit on
The
camera.
way white people were coming to us and complaining about them getting in trouble for the stupid ass shit that they did. It was like, yo, this is like the third one. Why? What the fuck is that?
They kicked us out for smoking in there.
Yeah,
But his cousin was smoking, and we were smoking because he was smoking, and they kicked us out. I was like, nigga, we are not in charge of this bitch.
At all.
They were at the Benny the Butcher show, and they were like, Benny the Butcher's cousin was smoking. I was like, exactly.
You ain't his cousin.
His cousin was on the stage.
Yeah.
You just a random white person at the
In
show.
the crowd.
Get
And they
the
got
stupid ass
they
out.
got kicked out. But then it was like the characters of the night were those three drunk white dudes
They
and,
had on Philly.
and
Philly.
the Eagles jerseys. And so
Philly
we
fans.
looked it up like, oh, Thursday Night Football, the Eagles must be playing. The Eagles were not
Yeah.
playing. They were
Yeah.
just drunk niggas in Eagles jerseys together as like a coordinated outfit.
Yeah,
Okay.
shit was
And they
stupid.
all were stupid drunk.
Were
Like,
they?
you think they're just on like they were like a huge bender and they just think Halloween was last night?
I don't know. What
Like they just missed Halloween.
their whole energy dropped
Like
whenever
today-
they got pepper sprayed.
I
man.
know.
Like, they were
They
done.
were so
just
turned.
like-
When them niggas got pepper sprayed, they were a whole different
they
person.
were done.
Gotta be. That'll get you right
together.
Every time.
Like it knocked all the alcohol out of them.
Yeah,
That shit was
and
wild.
this is Portland, so that probably was Bear Mace.
Ooh.
Bear maze. God
You
damn.
ever heard of Bear Mace?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
they
get
use-
fucked down.
People can legally buy Bear Mace, so motherfuckers are out here macing motherfuckers with Bear Mace. Bear Mace is like 10 times stronger than like regular mace. That shit'll fucking have you want to rip your eyes
The
out.
way this nigga saying it and how he dressed, I feel like I'm watching a Bear Mace commercial.
Bear Mace.
Bear Mace.
I didn't know there was specific.
Men don't take answers for no.
Yeah.
Consent
they
got
do
you
that
down.
because of,
Ladies.
in areas like this, they sell Bear Mace in
Buy Bear
SoCal
Mace.
because, you know, the bears
Keep these
be
niggas out your
in
face.
people's yards.
Bear Mace. Keep these niggas out your face.
But my thing is just like, I would never use Bear Mace on a bear. Like the bear, we're not getting that close. I'm running.
Oh yeah.
Unless I'm running while spraying the Bear Mace.
I hope
Like,
that
I'm
wind ain't
not.
kicking your way
I
either.
Yeah,
know.
run like this.
Oh, shit!
Yes.
I'm run like
That's
this.
it.
Yeah, if
Run
you're
like
if
this.
you're in a situation where you have to use Bear Mace, you're fucked.
You're done.
God damn.
I mean, but that could also just be living in Northridge, you know, depending on what time of year. And you go outside your house and there's a bear in
A
your
bear just
trash
shows up.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome to
that's
California.
true.
That's California for you.
Yeah. You be like, oh shit, I didn't even know y'all was over here.
The way that dude was screaming last night, it probably was some Bear Mace.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Took his ass out.
And like we could all like taste it, like in the air.
Yeah, I tasted it. It was in my nose and
That
shit.
shit was
Yeah.
dirty.
Wow. Shout out to the lady that hit him with that shit.
Yeah. It must have been the people that just was trying to get in. Like, they were like, come on, let us in.
Right.
That's probably who that was. That shit.
I heard that. She said, "Listen, I'm a female security guard. I'm not about to tussle with you. Hand me the bear mace, please. Get the fuck out. No, bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
Bruh.
Quick spray.
Okay.
And then those people that was complaining that they got kicked out the show, they were like outside our gate screaming, and the Deuce was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but our show got to stop.
Hey, close the gate. This nigga closed the gate like an old nigga in his front yard. I said I don't want none, and you're not coming in.
Bro.
Now you step on my property, I can shoot you.
Yeah, and I will. I'm a good Christian man, but I'll shoot your ass.
Hey, what was y'all gonna do?
No,
I was like,
because
shit.
the homeboy said, he was like, oh yeah, we having a show coming. I was like, no, we don't want them niggas in here. And then he went and closed the door and I was like, look, same page, nigga, same page.
Bro, that shit was so
That
funny.
nigga, he went further than I would. That nigga closed the gate in front of them like they was some dogs. Like, y'all ain't coming in my yard and fucking biting my family up.
All right, now
Keep it going.
go on.
Keep smoking your weed outside. That
Fuck,
shit was
man.
hilarious.
Fuck.
That shit was so fucking funny. Them motherfuckers, they were like in their 50s complaining to us like, nigga, what?
Dog,
That's
that
why I
was
was
wild.
like,
That was some
why
like
are you
trailer
at
park
old
shit.
man?
No,
Yeah.
it was like they were like in their
Some white
40s. There was
parents.
some white people, and they were like kind of sloppy. Like,
They were super drunk, sloppy.
That shit was wild.
It was boys' night out. That's
And
what
so-
it was.
It was a couple.
It was a
Oh.
No, I was saying it was a white man and a white woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And then it was just like, they were so drunk and high, there probably wasn't even Benny the Butcher's cousin. It was probably just some nigga in there smoking. It was like just some black dude.
Like, how you
Yeah.
know this was his cousin?
His
Like, that was very detailed.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, unless it was on his t-shirt.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
I'm his cousin.
His cousin
That
was up
nigga's
there
name-
smoking.
It was cousin Stiz or something. Like, yeah, his cousin. No, it was just a rapper name or something.
Mhm.
They don't be fucking on.
Hey, Portland has been very generous stuff.
Yeah, they're very nice people.
Yeah, giving us weed and shit.
Oh
Gonna
my
see who
gosh.
gets the night.
They showed so much love with the weed last night.
They did.
Just people was just coming up to me,
Set
handing
up.
me joints, and you said
Yeah, I was about to say because
I still
They
need mushrooms
very-
though. I still need some mushrooms.
they're very nice out
Watch
here.
yourself.
It's
Because
legal.
when they get
Nigga,
mean,
what?
they get mean. Let me tell you,
I
it happened to me
think
today.
they're just plumping us up. So
Right on the bus. On the
Hey,
goddamn
plump me
bus.
up. Shit, like I said, I'll start a little family out here.
Oh wow.
Damn,
We
nigga.
ain't gonna see this
After
nigga out
last
there
night,
ever
you wanna
again.
stay?
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
about to
You got an
come out here
agenda.
and
That's
go
not
mad
cool.
land.
Watch when we see
man.
that town though. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah, last night was
Last
cool.
night was
Definitely.
Last name was cool. Black nigga blush.
One for the book.
Yeah, then we ended up at some bar like
Yeah.
with pool tables and pinballs in there, and they had
And the best fries ever.
them fries. Yeah, them fries
Fries
was
was so
fire.
Best fries ever.
good.
Right down the street.
Them fries was
Mhm.
good.
Fries
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, that was cool.
Okay. All right. So, this is the House Party Podcast. So, I got to know a party story. Kalia, you haven't been on the show yet, so I would like to know one from you.
Okay, a crazy party story. This was not a house party. This was on a cruise ship.
Ooh, walk us through it, please.
I used to work for Royal Caribbean, hosting the parties on the ship. And this was my final cruise. I had been on the ship for 10 months. I mean, my job was already to turn up, so that was never a problem. It was our final cruise, and we had gone binge drinking the entire day before. We were in Rome. That was our last port, was Rome. And there's a party that we do at the top of every cruise called a 70s party. So everyone dressed up like in the 70s and shit like that. And I was probably maybe 5 shots in, tequila shots. I start hosting the show. I'm getting fucked up. I've announced that it's my last cruise. And it's like one of those, like when black people they know they're about to quit. So like, that's the level I was on in the middle of the ocean in Europe somewhere. So I'm hosting. I start drinking throughout the show because it's like I would host and then they would bring like the singers and dancers. They would do their thing. And then we're on this bridge overlooking the audience. And the audience is like in the middle of the cruise ship. The bridge that we're hosting from and having the party from is like over that. So there's about 500 people just walking, like having a great time. You feel like a god. You feel like a god. I'm already drunk. I'm already fucked up. I end up leaving the bridge and going down into the audience. Getting drinks from, I left my mic, like I just stopped hosting. We let the singers and dancers were doing their thing. I went down the audience, got more drinks. I end up in the cruise ship casino somehow. I still to this day don't remember how I ended up in the casino.
You blacked out.
I got drinks in the casino, started running through the ship when my boss found me in the casino to bring me back upstairs.
So you just on the road?
I took off running from him, ran through the ship, ran down into the hull, found my cabin, went into my cabin, but had the wherewithal to like leave my door latch. Like I latched the door. My roommate comes in. I'm laid out across the bed, sprawled out, pants down, shirt on, and an afro wig because it was again the '70s party. The girl that I was dating on the ship came in. My roommate didn't find me. The girl that I was dating found me. She went down to the room, found me. I'm passed out. She has flipped me over so that I don't like. She's positioning me so that I don't vomit and like die. Mm-hmm. She ends up changing my clothes. I won't embarrass myself, but she had to. She wiped me down a little bit, changed my underwear. I didn't know any of this happened. As she's doing this, my roommate walks in, and my roommate thought that she was giving me head. Because when my roommate walked in, according to my roommate, all she saw was me laid out like this on the bed, and the girl is in front of me, like putting my pants on or doing whatever she was doing. She's like, "Oh, I thought she was giving you head." Lady named Jules from England. Shout out to Jules. Woke up the next morning. Literally, my boss was like, "Clea, if you were not leaving in 3 days, like, you would be fired. Like, do you know what you did last night?" I said, "We had a fucking party. That's what I did last night." What did I do last night? Apparently, I was up there. I was saying things like, "Show your tits." I started saying stuff about Mardi Gras beads. Nothing to do with Mardi Gras. We're at a '70s party. Before I left the stage, this is there's not like a Snapchat like of me doing this shit. This is just him telling me. And it's like, I made an announcement. I said, "I'm done here." Threw the mic down, and that's how I ended up down with all the people. Ended up going to the casino. I started a conga line to the casino. That's how I got to the casino.
Damn,
It
that's
sounds like a
epic
movie.
as fuck.
And it's easy to start a conga line on a cruise ship. You find a white person and put their hands right here. Now we're on a conga line. We went to the casino. That's it. All I remember is physically being in the casino, seeing my boss, and taking a full sprint. That's what I remember from
First
the night.
off, running drunk is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That sounds like a whole movie montage.
It's amazing. And it's like
Like
completely dangerous because what if I fell? Like I could have died in the middle of the ocean.
Oh my gosh.
But that's a crazy story, I suppose.
Oh my goodness.
That just makes me think about like people who were drunk on the Titanic when the shit hit.
Yeah. And they were good and drunk because they were drinking real brandy back then.
Yeah.
Ooh, Brandy. That's
You know.
Yeah, they were drinking.
And shout out to sis I was dating at the time. That was real woman shit.
that
to do
was-
That was some real nigga shit.
And shout out to my roommate who, walked out when she thought I was getting head even though I wasn't. That's
My
real woman
business.
shit right there.
That's respect.
Mind your business.
Like, oh shit, all right, bet.
I mean,
Nah, I'm just looking. Nah, the Titanic, I was high thinking about this shit the other day. It sucks that like there's things that happened a long time ago that could literally just be fixed with like an iPhone now. Like if one nigga would have had an iPhone on the Titanic, nobody would have died.
man, listen.
Ooh, boy, the battery over there. Captain, you see this?
Literally, somebody just be like, "Oh, it's an iceberg a couple miles up ahead."
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. All right, let's turn. Like,
Right.
just as easy as that.
My thing is,
I
how did they
just
see
hate
it?
how the movie made it seem like the reason, if you really think back to the Titanic movie, the reason these motherfuckers sunk was because these niggas were watching Jack and Rose kiss. Remember that?
Really?
Yes, that's how they ended up seeing the iceberg late. Jack and Rose were on the top deck doing their thing, and the watchbirds were looking at them.
That's so
And then
funny.
they looked up and were like, "Oh shit!" And that's when they called it in.
That movie was so popular. People
Rest in peace
people,
to half the shit, fam.
People thought Jack and Rose were real people.
Yeah.
When actually nobody really knows why the shit sunk, and so they just made a movie and created these two fictional white people.
Yeah,
And
that's
followed them through the Titanic.
Yeah.
But the movie was just so popular, people thought they were like real historical.
yeah. So nobody really knows what happened.
Well, everybody else on the ship was on the manifest. The other main characters in the movie were people. Jack and Rose were not. There is no Rose the Wimbricator. There was no Jack Dawson.
No.
Leonardo needed something to do.
Right.
But yeah.
She should have let him be on that door.
There was room on the door. I felt that pre-TikTok. There's always been room on the door.
Pre-TikTok.
You said no.
There was room on the door.
She didn't let him hang on that door because she knew that if she let him live, he was just gonna grow older and date 19-year-olds, and she couldn't.
Damn.
No, she knew that she was for real gonna be broke. She's like, I mean, that the dick really was good.
You ain't gonna need me.
To be honest, she probably would have gone back to Cal had he not slapped the shit out of her like that.
He did slap the shit.
He
out of her.
slapped the taste out of Rose's mouth when he saw that picture.
He really did.
First off, I've never seen this movie.
For real? There's no point now. It's 3 hours.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Anything over 2.5 hours is not getting watched by me for sure.
There's no point. I remember when it re-released in theaters, like 2010, 2011, and the girl I was dating at the time like made me go see it in the theaters with her. And so like we literally sat in this crowded, because it was packed.
Yeah.
Everybody came back to see it.
Yeah.
So we're just in this crowded movie theater watching this 3-hour and 15-minute movie.
I have the double VHS.
damn.
Yeah, it came on two
VHS.
Aren't you glad that
Two
relationship
VHS
didn't work
high.
out? That since he made you do that?
How long did you date her after that?
Not long.
Good.
Okay.
I had a girl that forced me to a Twilight back-to-back
She's the
situation.
same girl that we watched
we
Twilight.
watched 3 of them.
Oh no.
Not a fan. She also pronounced Chick-fil-A Chick-fil-A. So that's a whole nother situation.
Come on, that's
And she
childish.
was dead ass serious with that.
If you gonna pronounce Chick-fil-A wrong, you gotta say chicken fillet like the nigga off the Unforgivable videos.
Chicken fillet, yes.
Is there a
nigga.
Chick-fil-A in Portland? Oh wait, no, I'm not going to. I can't say that on camera. I'm sorry. I got that out.
You just went against your people, bro.
Mm.
Chaz is high.
That's like admitting to a crime.
Up in the sky.
You can't go nigga
Chicken
weekend.
fillet.
saw that.
Unforgivable.
I just sneak you $10. I'm like,
Right. Give me a goddamn spatch of chicken.
Just give me some chicken.
Chaz, you got a party story?
oh, you don't want to know those.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we know we heard something, nigga. Whoa.
Oh god.
That's a different type of party story. A gay party story? It's a different type.
Look at him. He look concerned.
He's trying to think of how to edit it before as he says before he fucks up.
Is there like the you know when BET puts the movies on TV?
Yeah.
Mother sucker.
Right, mother. Is there an abridged version?
Funny story.
The dub baby boy was
Forget
worse.
you.
It's hilarious. The dub baby boy is hilarious.
Forget you, mister. You know that dude said "fuck you, nigga," not "forget you, mister."
He really did say that. I had an old party story.
Let's hear it.
All right.
I went to a rave one time when I was in my mid-20s. I went to a rave and I dropped about three tabs of ecstasy. And
Damn, you can do
I
that?
got so fucked up that my friends had to write my phone number on my back, their number on my back in case I got lost. And I got lost, and I ended up meeting these 2 girls, and we made out, and then they helped me.
You
find
definitely
my
was on
friends.
drugs.
Yeah. I did so many drugs, I became straight for evening. Yes, that is the last party story I've done. I remember it very vividly because these girls found me because I was just sitting on the ground.
Found him.
Because I wandered off with my friends and I was sitting on the ground just like listening to music like rolling, and these 2 girls was like, hey. And like one of the girls, they were like asking me if I was lost, and one of the girls started giving me a massage, and the other girl was like massaging my temple, and then she kissed me. And then it was like, we were doing this weird, like, semi-weird threesome thing for a minute. And then I was like, I gotta find my friends. And then they were like, we'll help you find your friends. And then as they were walking me back, I was like, I should probably tell them I'm gay, but I'm having such a good time.
This nigga.
Yeah. You remembered.
I did. I did. Mufasa's voice came in my head and was like, remember who you are.
Sanchez.
Oh my god.
Because I remember when they brought me back to Esteban, they brought me back to my friend Esteban, this like 6 foot tall Filipino guy. They brought me back to him and he just looked at me like,
Where you find them?
where, girl?
How did they find him?
Yeah.
How'd they find your friend?
The number, he wrote his phone number on my
called
back.
They called him. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
That is so funny.
Did you lose? We got
Did you
him.
lose one Chaz?
One chance.
Fuck.
That was probably the wild, like one of the more like what the fuck, like that was crazy.
You a wild ass nigga, man.
That was.
You had me at 3 ecstasy.
That was one of the
Like,
that was one of the stories I was willing to say on camera. There was another one, but
We can talk about that later.
we can talk about that off the record.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah, well, probably not.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I went to a sex party one time.
Sex party stories are always very interesting.
Yeah. I've never been to
It was interesting.
Where were you?
West Hollywood.
Okay.
It was a lot happening all at once. I was more of a observer.
Yeah.
Until I
Shut
went.
your ass up.
Did you hear what he said? He said I was an observer until I wasn't. So you wasn't an
You
observer.
was an observer.
I
nigga,
was
see?
an observer for like the first like
3 minutes.
He's like, I gotta get in on this. I'm trying to see what that is.
you know, and then things happen.
Sex.
Yeah. Like
Ugh, y'all be having sex.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm celibate.
Spell.
Remember that blush
Right.
from earlier? Anyways.
I'm gonna
Right.
Anyways.
I'm gonna scoot away from him because he's about to get struck down for lying.
Nah, that's one of those.
These
It don't
words
matter.
can't
It's just
spell.
gonna only come to him.
Right.
He's the
Right.
only one getting struck.
Me and God got an arrangement. It's all
I'm
good.
celibate.
I am.
God's just like with his cloak. He's like,
Today.
I don't know, fam. That might have been after midnight.
Oh, that was for sure.
After midnight, right? So,
Yeah.
nah. You mean
Tomorrow.
this afternoon?
You mean tomorrow?
It's after you wake up.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I did the show and came home right after my set.
See, and he telling himself, we ain't say shit.
Anyway.
This nigga.
Anyway.
All right, that's how
You need to
niggas
show.
be.
I don't even know what you talking about. I went
Why
to
they
the
put
store.
niggas in them damn
Huh? Oh, we got the
questioning
oh
rooms,
shit.
You know, like
interrogation rooms. That's what that shit is for. Telling yourself, nigga.
like he didn't take a whole ass like the whole ass walk of shame back from the bar last
yeah.
night.
Wow.
Damn, nigga, that was walk of shame. Oh,
I didn't even think
Well,
about
all
that.
the old
can you
Portland-
walk there?
well, all the
Yeah,
old-
all right, get your ass out then.
But instead of college, but like college men shaming him, it's just like old white Portland people just like, look at that little nigga.
Black Lives Matter though.
Right.
Bro, they love them some Black Lives Matter.
Yo,
Fuck.
they used the shit out of that.
Portland white people love niggas as a concept.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why Damian Lillard don't want to leave.
Oh yeah,
That's-
he probably treated so well. out there.
Yeah.
And he rap and he play basketball. He doing
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Living here is probably what gave him the confidence to do both. These white niggas love me.
Nigga, I'm dope. I can do anything. The sky's the motherfucking limit, nigga.
Right. Arthur, you got a party story?
Man.
Why everybody take a deep breath before they tell the story?
I was like,
Because we
which
made
one?
it out.
House parties, ones that got shot up, ones that didn't. One where I had sex, ones that I didn't. Which, I mean, one, maybe one that was like really cool.
A cool shot up story.
I feel like it's like he's talking to himself right now.
Right.
Trying to,
He you tell the story to yourself first, but okay, I can't say that part. I can't say that part.
That's what Chaz was doing the whole time. He was thinking before he said anything. He was like, let me see how I can.
Let me change
I
this
can
one.
say this
Let me
shit.
change this one nigga's name real quick.
Chopping screws.
Yeah, the one night, damn. The one night we went to, just for one of my old friends had a dope night, had a show at that, I did acid. No, I did Molly. We had a day at the W.
Oh.
This pool party at the W.
Hollywood.
Yep.
Good time already.
Met this dude, he looked cool, think he was Jewish, and he was just like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got Molly's and stuff, you know what I mean? Do you want one? And I was like, shit, fuck it. He was like, yeah, and then take these dietary supplements as well. It helps with the come down. And I looked at him, I was like,
Dang,
all right, this nigga know what he talking about.
that's crazy.
I trust him.
Shalom.
An ethical drug dealer?
Yeah.
He was Jewish.
Took him, man, was lit. It was hella cool, and then went to the fucking, what's that goddamn house? The Workaholics house.
Oh really?
Yeah, for a show, and then
Oh yeah, they be having comedy
they
shows.
have work. They have.
Yeah.
They be having
Workaholics
comedy shows.
house,
At
yeah.
the house where they shot
What's up,
themselves.
man?
Fucking deep. I love
Yes.
that show.
It's cool.
So yeah, went there, and then after that, shit, went to a good time at Davy Wayne's.
Nice.
Was partying,
You was on Molly this whole time.
I was on Molly this whole time.
Sounds like workaholic.
And then after that, we went to those apartments. Like there's some like high-rise apartments across right by Viacom, and yeah, it was like chilling up there. Then I had a one night stand on somebody's couch.
Those were that was the apartments that we went to that show.
Yep.
I remember when we
You
were
walked
leaving,
up,
you were like, I fucked somebody here. I was like, yeah.
Wait, was there people there? Because I feel like it was so detailed leading up to what you did. Who was there? Like, it was just...
Oh, it was some old friends, yeah.
Okay. I thought you said it was a party and shit.
That was that rooftop comedy show I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, how I'm on the show and this nigga fucked somebody.
Yeah. Got some history with the building.
That's a nice.
That's not the balcony
Got some
show.
history with the building.
Oh, the balcony show?
Right, that was, oh, yeah, you came to that.
Yeah, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Was it in that apartment? That apartment was small as fuck.
No, it wasn't that apartment. It was another one. Wow. That's
I
hilarious.
didn't see no couches up in there.
That was a successful party in there.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Hey, yeah, sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
You still remember it.
Man, if I would have had my own place, you know how long I would have had sex that night? I wouldn't have had to stop once because the nigga was coming home, you know? Nigga walked in the door, I'm like, what's happening? He was like, oh, what's up? I'm like, hey, you know. She just laying there. She didn't pretend like she was asleep or nothing. She just...
Niggas is really out here horny right now, bro. That shit is hilarious.
That's
Because
hilarious.
Chaz got on me when we was talking about teleportation earlier, and I was like, you know how many people that you want to fuck us in different cities you can go fuck now? And Chaz was like, Niles, we were literally talking about the scientific advancement of teleportation, and the first thing you think about is fucking somebody.
Fucking?
Yeah.
And you know what's funny too? Long distance pussy get hella horny too. You know, you be like, I'm gonna give you some right now. You like, why'd you say this shit when you was not here?
Well, see, then it would have to be a limit, because then how horny do you be when you know you can just transfer, teleport wherever the hell you want to go?
No limits.
Well, it'd be expensive because it'd probably be like a monthly service. Everything turns into a monthly
Oh, you
subscription.
meant as like technology, not as like a superpower.
Right.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say.
like it's a
Damn.
thing.
Shit, fuck it. Give me three a month.
3 a month.
Yeah.
One a month. Shit.
Nah, you be mad as hell. You go one time and y'all just get into an argument. It's like, I wasted a whole teleportation trip.
Man,
you
man.
want to bullshit?
You owe me. You better cash at me, bitch. Okay? Venmo, PayPal, I don't give a damn.
Then you find out she been teleporting to a nigga next door.
A nigga next door. You wasting
Like, you
teleportation
see-
on walking?
Like you leaving the house, you see her aura leave next door. You're like, bitch, I just saw your aura in the air. You here?
Right.
No, I was next door.
Because like,
Raymond.
if you pay like
God damn.
like if you pay for a monthly plan of certain trips a month, and then your girl will be like, oh, I only have one teleportation left this month. It's like, hold on. Last week you had 4 teleportations left. Who the fuck you been going to see?
I saw my mama.
Is that all it's used for? Is that the only thing we can do? Is that? Because I mean, shit. I don't feel like walking to Burger King or wherever I'm trying to go.
I mean,
I don't want to pay that.
That's when
delivery
they have.
fee.
That's when your teleportation is free.
There's packages.
When you do,
In
and
a
that's how it
certain-
starts to become a class system.
In a certain radius.
Yeah, like nigga, you can teleport down the street for free, but
Right.
you
There's
want to
packages.
go.
Okay, but then who? What if you start getting smart and people start? All right, well, I know the radius of my teleportation for free is 2 miles, so I'm gonna meet you here, and then from there we're gonna teleport. Boom, boom. Can you double up your teleports?
That's
or
like
you have
giving-
to come
that's
back.
like giving
after
niggas
you-
Netflix
Once people
password.
start doing it, they'll
So it's
put
like,
it
is
in.
there A, B?
It'd probably be like
only,
it'd
or-
probably be like a fair, kind of like how we did the bus today. It's just like
and somebody will yell at
it
you.
cuts off at a certain time, like you get that all day fair. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you know niggas will find a way to cheat the
Man,
system.
that's wild.
Just like the Netflix password is getting passed around, niggas gonna find a
Oh,
way
yeah.
to teleport.
Let me use your teleport, nigga. You ain't
Right.
using it this
Right,
week.
you don't get no hoes. Let me
Let
teleport.
me-
You don't get no
Where you finna go, nigga?
hoes.
Where you finna go? Well, I ain't feel like walking to the gym.
Nigga walk is the gym. Taking your shit.
Bro, I'm
Niggas
taking
would get
your
jumped
shit.
for their teleports, nigga down the street.
Let me see your teleport card, nigga. How many
You
you
know
got
that nigga
left?
ain't teleport. Hey nigga,
You don't
hey,
get no
nigga,
hoes.
hey,
Give
nigga.
me
Yeah,
that
let me
shit.
get that
Where
shit.
you been this month? I ain't think so. Come up off them teleports, dog.
Yeah, nah, speaking of that, niggas is hitting licks.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's rob this nigga so we can go to Miami
How
this
many
week.
you got
I've been
left,
in
right?
his house before. I know what it looked like.
Come on. You see he on TikTok.
No, I'm in the front
He-
door.
he
Hold on,
in
I'm
a
at the
whole
front door. I'm at the
nother-
front
I'm at the
door.
front door.
In a whole nother state.
All right, niggas, join me.
Join. This is the code. Here you go. Damn. See, that's why they don't got this. That's why people don't know. It's here.
No, it's definitely. I was
Everything.
saying it definitely exists. The airline industry would never let that happen.
Yeah, and the birth rate would go up.
Right.
We'd have more kids.
People can't handle
People,
it.
and then like people would be able to like, oh, my wife got a job in New York and I work in Detroit. Now you can do it. So it's just like they would never let that happen.
Imagine.
You think Steve Jobs don't be teleporting, or Bill Gates?
Shit, they got the fast underground trains that they be on.
You think they got the underground?
The
shit?
Obama trains.
The Obama train.
Yeah.
Obama drones
I
too.
feel like Obama train stand for something else. Anyway, that has been
He had no scandals.
this shit that we know of.
Not my president.
That's what make it a scandal.
Allegedly.
Wait,
You're stupid.
allegedly.
Man, well, that has been the Portland recap of Niles Abston's big ass house party. We will see y'all on the Seattle episode, so y'all can know what happened in Seattle.
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 See y'all later.
Saddle.
Ooh, perfect, man. Just ended.
It was
That's
I
amazing.
know, it was like, get the fuck off.
That was a great episode, y'all. Good
That was
job.
fun.
That was very fun. Y'all are
I
hilarious.
ain't gonna lie, I was struggling.
That's why I was looking at you. I was like,
Hey, the other piece of the
Let's go.
We gonna finish this game, bro?
let's do it. I'm ready to play.
Let's finish this
Let's
shit.
put the heat back on.
Yeah.
Back on.
The cold.
Talking about the
Take me
basketball
to the
team.
I had to turn it off because when it came on, that shit was
Take me to the
Yeah,
heat.
yeah.
I don't have much to.
What?
You stupid.
Take me to the king.
Oh, see it in my phone.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun.
Arthur.
Fun little episode.
Take that.